Was good with y'all boys, man? Real game official, man. And we back in this thing, man, with another lit banger. You see what I'm saying, man? We got from Skap Attack, man. One of the best channels, man, who's the method when it comes to the Bron roll content. You see what I'm saying, man? So shout out to Skap Attack. Let me show his channel. There his channel go. Cause I'm right here today. I'm right here on the left side. Shout out to him. He bringing that lit content, man. I hope he hit 100K. But he got LeBron brags about his tiny bag. So let's go on this video and see what it's about.
Well, LeBron lit up the microphones with his newest bootlicker and jock sniffer, the once formerly great Steve Nash, who has been reduced to sniveling sycophant in recent months on LeBron's latest incarnation of the Propaganda Podcast.
And I'm sick of Steve Nash. Like, I'm tired of, like, shut up. Shut the up. Like, I'm sick of Steve Nash running his mouth, bro. He's another JJ Redick. So we know Steve Nash trying to get a coaching job. We know that. Because last year around the same time in the summertime, it was JJ Redick in that seat instead of Steve Nash. Then he got the coaching job the following season. So we know Nash trying to get another job. His stint with Brooklyn did not work. You had James Harden, Kyrie Irving, KD, and a good bench. Y'all still had a straight bench. And y'all couldn't get it done? Y'all couldn't get at least one ring? Steve Nash, your baby food. Like, you stop speaking on a GOAT. Don't ever speak on MJ in your life. And if we being honest, you took the MVP from Shaq that one year, and then you took the second MVP from Kobe that year, because they had way better years than you. It was either Shaq or it was T-Mac that one year. But I know you took it, you stole it from Kobe that one year. We know dang well you ain't deserve no MVP. I just had to say that real quick though, because I'm sick of Steve Nash running his mouth and trying to go along with Bron just so he could get them jobs.
In this latest wine-sipping, heart-pounding episode, they welcomed in Luka Doncic, LeBron's latest All-NBA first-team Hall of Fame running mate, to talk about a wide-ranging amount of topics, but one I simply could not believe was when the topic of one's bag as it relates to the basketball court came up, and for starters, Luka didn't even know what a bag meant.
I never heard the thing bag since until I came to the NBA.
Funny, since Luka actually does have a big bag. LeBron, though, as is mostly always the case, was feeling a little insecure about the size of his own as it pertains to others. A bit of bag envy, if you will. So much so that he felt the need to invoke the name of the one true GOAT, Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Michael Jordan wasn't out there dribbling 1,000 times, to get to the spot. He'd get to a spot and raise,
Yes, Bron was definitely feeling the criticisms about his minuscule and nearly non-existent bag.
I see it all the time. It's like, I'll be on social media, like, LeBron has no bag. LeBron has no bag, and I'm sitting like at 50 billion points.
50 billion, LeBron?
Because you played like 30 years. I'm trying to tell you, any good scorer, bro, a good all-star perennial scorer or player would have got them same amount of points. I'm trying to tell you, if Kobe would have stayed to 2020, bro, he would have broke the record. Kobe dropped 60 in his last game of his career. Back in 2016? Kobe walked off on a 60-point night. Like, Kobe would have passed Kareem too. Bro, you've been in the league 30 years. Like, 20, realistically, okay, 23 years. The same 30 years. I feel like he ain't gonna retire until it's 30 years. And then he gonna just try to make it hard for people to beat that. Beat the points and then beat how many years you played. That's what Bron narrative is now, to make him the GOAT. He gonna play about 30 years. He gonna score about 60,000 points. And then when about time he retire, all he gonna have to talk about is stats and longevity. Because nobody's ever gonna play that long. Because they don't have to prove no points to play that long. To prove that they the best. Just because they stats is the best of all time. No. Because when you really look on it, you wasn't that good of a scorer. Your bag was horrible. You didn't have no good bag like that. You did the same little step back. You bullying people to drive. You see what I'm saying? And you wasn't the best passer like the media try to make you. You had a lot of turnovers. Trying to facilitate the ball to your teammates. You had a lot of good ones, but you had a lot in the playoffs and the finals of turnovers. Trying to get your teammates the ball. That bag was not that good. You got locked up so many times. It's the same every year. And I'm surprised and I'm shocked. When I was a kid, I couldn't just see through it. The same step back. I'm going to say it again, y'all. The same step back. The same bullying. You see what I'm saying? The same bad shot selections keep settling for threes. Flopping. Every year, y'all. Every year. Your free throw percentages is horrible. In the clutch. It's the same stuff every year. You don't got no bag. Jordan had everything. Jordan had the fadeaway, the hezzy. He a dunk in your face. You did that sometimes too. But Jordan gonna dunk on anybody. You see what I'm saying? The double clutch in the air. The flashy passes, the palming, can you do that, Bron? The palming. Like, come on, bro, I could sit here and talk about Jordan all day. Jordan ain't had no weaknesses. But you on offense, you had plenty of weaknesses. And on defense. Don't make me talk about that. You got baked by Jason Terry and Tony Parker. I just had to say all of that because he trying to get on MJ like, oh, well, MJ didn't have to dribble the ball 1,000 times.
Methinks the gentleman doth protest too much, but leave it to the sniffer, Nash, to rush into the fray and get his bays back here.
Right. Leading scorer all time in the NBA, no bag. That proves the point.
Yes.
And yeah, it does prove the point that in today's era, simply staying healthy and playing long enough can amass an ungodly amount of bulk counting stats. Let's take a look, though, and break down where the vast majority of LeBron's points have come from. But first, guys, yes, shameless plug time. Please do make sure you are subscribed to aid me in my ongoing and continual quest to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of this calendar year. And while you are at it, please do make sure those notifications are turned on to stay up to date with me. And now back to the premise of a bag, which despite Luka not knowing what it is and LeBron playing coy, we all know what a bag is when it pertains to the sport of basketball. And you know the look of a huge bag when you see one, typified by a dazzling array of elite shot-taking and making abilities, endless range, and a series of sick handles. We have seen a never-ending display of elite skill sets throughout NBA history, which seem to get progressively more and more absurd as the years have gone on, and we know damn well LeBron's is microscopic. Since the year 2020, LeBron has attempted a staggering 84% of his shots from either the painted area or the three-point line. That, though, shouldn't come as much of a surprise to anyone who has been watching him throughout the course of his career, as roughly 40% of all of the self-proclaimed King's shot attempts during his 22-year career have come from 3 feet or into the basket. And while he does shoot roughly 70% from inside of 3 feet, LeBagless is sitting at just around 37% from outside of that distance. Seriously, this is utterly rich as hell. Revisionism at its best. and why this is the Propaganda Podcast, where LeBron is attempting to rewrite the history of what we have actually seen. If it ain't a three-point heave, a dunk, layup, or free throw, LeBron simply isn't remotely proficient at it. Probably why LeBron has played in 1,562 games and counting.
Bro, and he had a lot of games like that. When we went down the rabbit hole, he went in a series of like 4 to 5 games, 8 for 42, the famous saying, when I went and had my rant. He had games of 9 for 30. Like, bro, his field goal percentage is horrible, bro. He was not a good shooter like that. Bron ain't never really been the best shooter. That's a part of a bag, being able to shoot.
216 more than Kobe, 490 more than Jordan, and 517 more than Wilt, yet all three of them dwarf James in 40, 50, and 60-point career games. Dwarf him, with Jordan, for example, hitting the 40-point threshold nearly 100 more times than the Fraud King in nearly 500 fewer games played. LeBron, in fact, isn't even top 5 in NBA history in 40, 50, or 60-point games all time, with James Harden sitting above him on all 3 lists. And in case you're curious about why international players and their vast and varying amount of skill sets have passed the American athletes by at this point, well, look no further than LeBron's carefree, bagless attitude.
And I hope that our generation, our younger generation, don't get, swamped by saying, okay, I need a bag, I need a bag, I need a bag. Like,
oh, don't worry, Bron. The next generation of players are looking to execute that directive, at least in this country, which again is why the best players in the world now are from other areas of the world than the US. But just leave it to LeBron to lean heavily on those longevity counting stats.
LeBron has no bag, and I'm still like at 50 billion points.
Right.
While, of course, avoiding the elephant in the room that he is the all-time career leader in missed shot attempts, both in the regular season and playoffs, as well as the all.
Look at this dude.
Time turnover king in both the regular season and postseasons. Just more of the glaring inconsistencies and outright hypocrisies percolating around the great bagless one.
Shout out Skap Attack. Shout out Skap Attack, man, for the video, man. It was strictly facts. Straight facts. You know what I'm saying, man? These niggas not got no bag. To today's video about y'all.